It's news time. Information is power. Be current. The news headline. Failure to release Nnamdi Kanu. Mistake capable of consuming Nigeria. Ipob to Buhari. The indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, says that President Muhammadu Buhari will be making a mistake capable of consuming Nigeria if he fails to release their leader, Nnamdi Kanu. The position of the Ipob isn't unconnected to the presidential view aired on Channels television, adding that it will not be released. And in a statement on Sunday by Imam Powerful, the Ipob spokesperson warned Buhari against listening to the advisors of the enemies who does not really want the release of Nnamdi Kanu. The group warned that failure to release their leader is capable of consuming the country Nigeria, saying that their attention has been drawn to the statement by President Muhammadu Buhari that he will not release Nnamdi Kanu. The statement reads, "We know that the position by Buhari, after he had earlier promised a delegation of Igbo leaders that he would consider their appeal to consider a political solution for Kanu, was not unconnected with the visits by some foreign-based traitors and enemies of our struggle. Our intelligence captured what transpired in a meeting between these saboteurs and their host in Aso Rock. In the evil meeting, the saboteurs and traitors concluded with the presidency that Nnamdi Kanu should not be released, claiming erroneously thought that Ipob and ESN have been defeated, which is lies. But we want to tell Buhari and his cohorts that he is going to make a mistake capable of consuming Nigeria should he fail to release Nnamdi Kanu, because this bunch of criminals he had a meeting with were not giving him correct information about the Ipob and ESN outfit. Why should the federal government be releasing bandits and terrorists wreaking havoc across the state but fail to release freedom seekers? Federal government should not be deceived by blacklegs and SAC members of the movement who are feeding it with fake information about Ipob and ESN outfits for pecuniary interest." Are members of the group who he claimed were feeding the president, with wrong information about them. Nevertheless, the group has urged the president not to adhere to the advice of the SAC members and release Kanu unconditionally. According to Powerful, our intelligence captured what transpired in a meeting between these saboteurs and their host in Aso Rock. In the evil meeting, the saboteurs and traitors concluded with the presidency that Nnamdi Kanu should not be released, claiming erroneously, though, that Ipob and ESN has been defeated, which is a lie. We want to tell Buhari and his cohort that he is going to make a mistake capable of consuming Nigeria should he fail to release Nnamdi Kanu, because this bunch of criminals he had meeting with were only giving him incorrect information about the indigenous people of Biafra and also the ESN outfit. His actions. It should be remembered that Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, is facing treason accusations brought against him by the federal government. And this was the reason why President Muhammadu Buhari was asked during an exclusive interview with Channels TV. He had said that Nnamdi Kanu would actually not be released and should account for everything he had said while outside the country. And this was made known why Buhari said that it was a difficult decision for him just to, say that he would release Nnamdi Kanu when he has not realized that what he did was wrong and that no political solution will be addressed, can be used, saying that he would actually, allow the judiciary rather, to do their work, because one office arm that he respects and does not want to interfere into is the judiciary. Those people of Biafra leader Nnamdi Kanu. While speaking, Abubakar Malami made it known that the president will continue to consider the interest of over 200 Nigerians before he can think of releasing Nnamdi Kanu. It could be recalled that the former aviation minister Mbazulike Amechi actually went with the elders of the Southeast to meet President Muhammadu Buhari, to seek the release of Nnamdi Kanu. However, it was actually said, by the Attorney General of the Federation as then, that a political solution can actually, foster the release of Nnamdi Kanu. But now, it is obvious that the Abubakar Malami has a vital point here, that the interest, of Nigerians, should be considered first before doing anything. And then these Ipob members are truly, Nigerian citizens, and their interest as well should be considered, because if it can happen to Nnamdi Kanu, it can happen to anybody. The interest of Nigerians, must truly be considered first. But nevertheless, one has to still chill and wait to see what will happen in this year 2022, as the indigenous people of Biafra had actually said that Nnamdi Kanu must be released this year. Kanu stated that the action of the defendants on a solitary confinement is inhumane, degrading, and constitutes a breach of Section 34 of the 1999 Constitution. He wants the courts to declare that the respondents, while carrying out their duties, are to abide by Chapter 4 of the 1999 Constitution. Kanu is praying the courts to declare that he is entitled to the enjoyment of his rights to dignity of human person as enshrined under Section 34 of the 1999 Constitution. He also wants the court to order the respondents to immediately allow him appoint legal practitioners and medical personnel of his choice from any government hospital to review his health file. Kanu equally wants the court to direct his movement from solitary confinement to where he would be allowed, to pray and practice his faith unhindered in line with constitutional provisions. And this was the agitation of Nnamdi Kanu, who is at the DSS facility, saying that after the court had said that he be allowed to be to be in the DSS facility with enough attention and comfortability, and he should be given everything needed there, and says that in the suit filed by his lawyer, Maxwell Okwara, says before the High Court that he's still denied of food and medical care, clothes of his choice, and tries to practice his religion. Also saying that Nnamdi Kanu claimed that the doctor that has been attending to him is a quack doctor and not experienced. After I read the report in Tribune newspaper where the Imo State governor said this, I thought it would be nice to take a look at the present situation of the country to know if Hope Uzodinma is right by that statement. Despite COVID-19 pandemic, Nigeria was able to come out of the recession. Hope Uzodinma believes that Buhari has done well by moving the country out of the recession, despite the COVID-19 pandemic that was ravaging the whole country. But some people will disagree with Uzodinma because the cost of living is high, which is a clear sign that people cannot feel the impact of the recession which the country has exited. For example, the cost of cooking gas has tripled and the value of Naira is reducing by day. Also, many Nigerians are beginning to wonder how things will be if the federal government removes subsidy